Now, I believe that we are headed to Washington. Ben, is that right? All right. We are joined now by Congressman Kevin Brady of Texas. We want to get a Republican response to what we've been reporting all morning long, which was a jobless claims number that came in and surprised many. While the unemployment rate came down to 9.5%, there were fewer private sector jobs created than many had hoped for. Congressman Brady, the president says that the economy's headed in the right direction, even though we are still seeing some disappointment here with job losses continuing. Can you tell me if directionally you think that we are?
Oh, just barely. I think this is such a subpar recovery. In today's news, it's got to be disappointing for the president. 600,000 Americans simply gave up looking for work. The jobs number, private sector jobs, where real growth comes from, anemic. There was not one single industry that had statistically significant job growth at all. And for a president who a year and a half ago said, look, give me the stimulus, we'll jumpstart the economy, and we'll restore consumer confidence. Consumer confidence, again, is declining. So it was not good news on a lot of fronts.
Well, certainly never good news when you see job losses. But what is it that you want to propose to get, private sector jobs created? How do you get corporations to feel comfortable to go out and take more people onto their payroll?
Well, two things. One, I think businesses, no question, are not making that rehiring decision or hiring decision or making that critical investment because they're frightened by a lot of the policies in Washington. Tax increases, new regulation, energy price increases. What they're seeing is they'll be punished if they risk that capital right now, so they're holding on to it. And I think, too, they're waiting for those consumers, those customers and clients, but those consumers are very frightened by the dangerous level of debt. That's why they're saving, and that rate is going up, so they're not coming back into the stores the way we would like.
Right.
I really think Washington's holding back this economy.
And that's why you voted against the extension of unemployment benefits?
I did. Well, the major reason is it adds another almost $34 billion to the deficit. It could have easily been paid for by stopping some of the remaining stimulus dollars or cutting spending in other areas. So let's not make the problem worse.
Well, let me ask you about that question of stimulus right now, because the stimulus versus austerity debate is out there a lot among economists, and it seems in Washington it falls along strictly party lines here. Talk to me about your home state of Texas. Texas has a $4.6 billion projected budget gap for 2011. Your state doesn't have an income tax. So are you going to be asking for federal help for your state?
Well, I'll leave that to the governor and the legislature, but I do know this: Texas created more jobs, I think, than 40 of the other states combined. We still are in a recession, clearly, and have the ability to come out of it. I think our biggest worry, our legislature will balance the budget without any new taxes. We're going to keep a very positive economic climate for businesses. Our biggest worry right now, we're already losing jobs because the president's 6-month moratorium on drilling in the deep water. I had breakfast last week with a woman who's already been laid off as a result of it. If Secretary Salazar reinstates the moratorium in a major way, you're going to see tens of thousands of jobs lost. That's our biggest worry.
So you would not be supportive in any way of more federal aid for your state, even though you're saying you're not supportive of raising taxes or helping your state make up for some of that lost revenue?
Yeah, our state really isn't asking for aid. They're asking for the economy and businesses not to be punished when they bring back workers or make that new investment. And right now, companies simply are reluctant to do that because of Washington.
All right, Congressman, thank you for giving us your reaction to the jobless number today. Congressman Brady of Texas joining us. Stay with us, all of you. When we come back, we're going to look into the oil spill in the Gulf. It's cost hundreds of millions of dollars. It's cut in half BP's stock price. But when you look at the credit quality of some of these energy companies, PIMCO says the market may not be getting things right.